On Monday, 13th October 2025 in Melbourne, the Australian Music Association presented an industry leadership summit which gathered together national industry leaders and experts, guest speakers and panels to discuss issues and solve problems. A special guest speaker was Katie Hall, Parliamentary Secretary for Creative Industries Victoria, who spoke about the Victorian Government's work on music education. Also speaking were Brian Walker, CEO of Retail Doctor Group, and Dr Richard Savery, researcher and senior data scientist, who presented a session on AI in music. Awards were also presented to Bernie Capicchiano of Bernie's Musicland, Keith Huxtable from Music Education Network, David and Carmel Glanville from Sydney String Centre, and Ella Carstein from Fender for their significant work in the industry.
Alex, the motivation to present this event in the first place?
Yeah, so we really wanted to have an event that brings industry leaders together, something that isn't a product-based show like there used to be trade shows for the association. People want to get together, they want to talk about issues, they want to, get a network, catch up with each other. We have a lot of people here who are just meeting somebody for the first time and making connections, but we've got a lot of business to get through. We want to be able to present our awards in front of, so this is recognising excellence in the industry and doing that in front of a room full of industry leaders. That's a great opportunity. We do our AGM, we present our annual report on the state of the industry, and we get guest speakers. We try to train people or get workshops to teach people something, bring in new topics, have discussion groups. So just getting a lot of area covered, a lot of territory covered in like one whole day. So we wanted to have something that is like our core AMA Association Day. Once a year, we want everyone to come together and let's catch up, talk about issues in the industry. What are we doing? Where are we at? What do we need to work on together?
And why these particular presenters this year?
Yeah, okay, so we wanted to have one speaker in particular who's an expert in retail and what's happening at the moment and how can people improve their businesses. So that was Brian Walker. We had a speaker on skills and training, because that's an issue that comes up a lot. So we've had Stephanie talk about that. We have one presentation about cybersecurity. That's an issue people need to deal with. So that's sort of a workshop. And then we've got a speaker talking about AI in music, which is a sort of a topical thing at the moment. And it's really just to show people what's it capable of and what's coming down the line and what can we sort of start to expect to see. That'll be very interesting. And then just reporting and other discussions about, technical things in the industry that we're dealing with. Yeah.
Yeah. The day hasn't finished yet, but what sort of feedback are you getting so far?
We're getting really good feedback about this event. Last year we had really good feedback, and today I think people like to get together. People in the industry know each other pretty well. They've worked together for decades in a lot of cases, and they like to get together and talk about things like this. Get together and learn something, see something new, hear new perspectives, and catch up. And actually a lot of it's social as well. We like to we allocate time to catch up over lunch, and that's actually really important. Like, we don't shy away from it. We're gonna have drinks, we're gonna have lunch, and we're gonna get the people together, because it's a very competitive industry. People are very working really hard to advance their business, but really we're here to work together and bring people together and solve problems together.